Do you guys all remember this video that I made here?
My absolute favorite Indonesian word as a native English speaker has to be the word tukang.
There was one comment in that video that I found super interesting about English surnames. That being that many English people have surnames that were related to jobs, so like Smith or Taylor. This also happened to be one of my first culture shocks in Indonesia, was that there are people who don't have surnames and they just have one name like Muhammad or Indra or Dewi. And so this comment led me down a bit of a rabbit hole into the history of surnames in England. So, although it is true that many English surnames do come from occupations such as Smith and Taylor, there are also English surnames that come from descriptions, like Brown, which would have been used to describe someone with brown hair, or Black, which would have been used to describe someone with black hair. There are also names that are patronymic, meaning that your name is derived from your father's name. So, for example, if your father's name was David and you are David's son, your surname would become Davidson, and the same would be applicable to names like Williamson and so on. Or names such as Hill, which could have described where a person was from. So, one would assume someone with the name King maybe came from royal lineage or so on. No. The theory as to why somebody could have been named King or been given the surname King is because they acted like a king. So, I want to ask you guys a question. Do any of you guys know the origins behind some Indonesian surnames? Because I know there are surnames in Indonesia, marga, as you guys would call them, specifically amongst certain groups like the Batak. So yeah, what are their origins? I'd be very interested in finding out and learning.